As people ask me about how I can get so passionate in this committee about certain topics, I recently had an opportunity to talk to a group of people in Las Vegas, actually last weekend, and there was a woman who was almost in tears as she told me about the number of family members that have been fired from the federal government. And she said, Rep. Crockett, you give us so much hope, and I don't understand how people are so callous towards federal workers. And I explained to her, I can't really understand the callousness either, but I can tell you that my passion lies in the fact that my mother has given almost 40 years to the federal government. In March, it would be 40 years that my mom has worked for Department of Defense. She's worked for Navy. She's worked at Walter Reed. She's worked for the IRS. She has worked for AFRICOM. She has worked for the post office. And doing that hard, honest work, as we consistently attack federal workers, we call them lazy, we call them dumb, we try to pretend as if they are not taking care of the very people that elected us. But my mom graduated from college at Washington University at the age of 19 after receiving a full ride, and she decided that what she would do is dedicate her life to this country. And I wish that we would find an ounce of courage that my mom and so many other federal workers have and just decide that we are going to dedicate ourselves to service and not just say that we are public servants, but actually do the work of being public servants. So let me tell you that this amendment is not gonna do anything that y'all claim is gonna do. You claim that this is about money, when honestly, as far as I can tell, this is only an admission that what has been done under this administration has been unlawful the entire time. This is only an avenue to make sure that when and if another rogue tyrant decides that they want to enter the White House, they can go and get rid of as many people as they want to, and they will not have any recourse in the courts. The fact that you had to put this in here tells me that y'all absolutely know that these firings of these workers has been unlawful, and honestly, it has been simply inconvenient for so many of you. But I can tell you that the only people that are going to hurt are the people that you're servicing. Even if you can tell me that the CBO tells us that there may be, they could tell me it's $50 billion or however many billions of dollars over a number of years. What the CBO is not telling us is how many people are not going to get their Social Security. How many people may die because they don't get the services that they need at the VA. How many people are not going to get their SNAP benefits because there's not going to be anybody there. As we have had hearing after hearing about people complaining about the post office and not receiving their mail, which so many of our seniors rely on their checks to come through the mail to make sure that they can keep a roof over their head. That's the part of the story that the CBO numbers are not going to tell. And the last time that I checked, no matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican, you've got somebody in your district that is relying on these services. This is about hurting people. This is about getting rid of people that are too inconvenient for an administration that doesn't want to keep our food safe at the FDA as they are firing people. This is about an administration that doesn't want to have any oversight or anybody reporting back and telling you that our food is unsafe, telling you about the diseases that are coming through, and basically talking about the overall incompetence. If you don't have anybody that's at work, then yes, you don't have to worry about whether or not people who say are trying to go and get an education, whether or not they're going to actually be able to fill out their FAFSA and get that funding that they need. So, at the end of the day, if you can't really explain to me how this is going to help your constituents, I don't understand why we are talking about it. Because again, we weren't elected by Donald Trump or J.D. Vance or Elon Musk. We were elected by the people of our districts, and those are the only people that we should be discussing as it relates to the policy changes that we bring about in this committee. And I will yield.